So good morning, my name is Henry Mack. I'm Associate Dean for Academic Affairs here for the Humanities and Arts disciplines on South Campus. And at Broward College, the education we provide, as you know, is far more than, I think, just a career readiness education. We really want to challenge everyone to develop innovative, creative capacities and competencies, things that really uniquely are found in art and in the humanities. We want to prepare everyone for a meaningful life, an engaged life, one that sort of lends itself to innovation, creativity, and new ideas. And so moments like today, I think, are great for us to get us to stop what we're doing, to sort of wonder about beauty, to wonder about art, and to wonder really how art itself can help us make sense of our world and how to help us imagine the unimaginable. Right? And these, I think, are crucial for the arts. So the program today is very quick. I'm going to introduce President Garcia, president of South Campus here, who will then say a few words and introduce our college president, President Armstrong, and then Ruben Ubiera, who is the artist of this beautiful mural behind me. I think, I hope will say a few words about his vision and what it sort of signifies for you and for us and for South Campus, generally speaking. President Garcia.
Good morning. Thank you, President Armstrong, Associate Dean Mack, muralist Ruben Ubiera, and all the faculty, staff, and students for attending the unveiling of our latest mural here at the Broward College South Campus. The mural was commissioned over the summer by Lupe Figueras. Lupe, where are you? There you are. Lupe, thank you. And Associate Dean Mack is part of our BSOCA Up Against the Wall program, which is a series of learning-centered visual art installations, exhibits, and murals. This semester alone, we've had 3 student artwork installations on the campus, 2 exhibits, and now the mural behind me. So South Campus Visual Studio art and art appreciation students have been directly involved in the conception, design, and execution of the mural, over 60 students. South's full-time art professor, Nikolaos Yulis. Nico, you got it. Great job, my friend. Has coordinated the connection of our art courses, outcomes, and competencies with the students and the muralist, Ruben Ubiera. Philosophy classes have used the mural as a discussion tool to reflect on what makes for good art and how we can form aesthetic judgments. 2 philosophy classes have used the mural to debate the ethics and merits of open access education in a democracy and immigration, because this mural tells us the story of our students, and that includes immigration and their search to completion. Lastly, speech students have used the mural as a topic for their informative speeches. These last points that I made really speak to the level of engagement from our students and our faculty members, and how they are strategically using learning activities involving art and culture as mechanisms for student retention and success. Now it is my honor to turn the ceremony over to the President of Broward College, J. David Armstrong Jr. Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Wow, that is a powerful microphone. Thank you all for being here this morning. I'm very excited for all you students headed down to Miami. I wish I were going with you to Art Basel. How many of you are going? Wonderful. What a great resource we have in South Florida with Art Basel for you to see all forms of art. And also to all of you, congratulations for working with your own faculty and our wonderful guest artists, I guess. Maybe we'll make it more than guests in the future to work with us on this marvelous mural. We are very supportive at Broward College of the arts. We're very proud of all of our technology and STEM and all of those programs as well for great careers for our students. But the arts are critically important. I'm a huge fan of the arts. Wherever I travel, I get to go to Washington, D.C. a good bit, unfortunately, for politics, but I never miss an opportunity when I go there to visit our wonderful galleries that we have. And when I travel around the world, I try to visit galleries as well. And we're doing everything we can to support our art programs on all of our campuses, and really thrilled to see the unique art that we have here on South Campus. It's long been a support, of area of focus and emphasis and expertise at Broward College, the arts in every way, performing arts, but visual arts as well. I just came straight from Central Campus. I know some of you are here with some of your faculty from Central Campus. I was in the graphic arts program, delivering a check to the winner of our annual holiday card, graphic arts design, with Professor Leo Stitsky's class. And also in the new art building, I still call it new, it's only a couple of years old, it's beautiful. We had our annual ceramics club having their holiday sale. And so the arts are rich at Broward College on every campus, and certainly here as well. On our downtown center, I recently was in a classroom with a couple of our professors who are integrating the role of arts with social justice projects. That was really brilliantly done. The challenge to the students in those classes was we have 22 veterans who die a day in our country, many times impoverished, with mental problems and other things. And so the challenge that the professor gave the students was find a way to visually represent that issue. And it was very touching to see how students engaged in that. It's a wonderful way to teach and learn, I thought. So here today, we're looking at a representation of a lot of the values of Broward College. I love the idea that you all came up with and the engagement of students in it. We're representing freedom of speech, number one. There's no restrictions on academic issues or political correctness or anything else here. So freedom of speech we believe in. We believe in academic freedom. We have professors who participated in this, continue to represent academic freedom through expressions like this. And we believe in student engagement and student success, and an open door to what may be one of the most diverse colleges in America. You know, we've got 67,000 students, 180 different nations of origin, and I know that's part of what's being represented here. The open door to the immigrants that probably many of you represent as well. I bet if I could guess here today, there's probably at least 20 different countries represented among you from where you're all from. And it's a beautiful thing to be on these campuses and see that. And art, of course, is one of the ways that we can celebrate and represent that as well. Across the college, I hope all of you know that almost every place around our campuses and centers, we have representations in support of art. We've got galleries and dedicated exhibit spaces on 3 specific campuses, and art in public spaces and other spots at the college. For example, at Tigertail, I hope you've all been out to Tigertail before, where our student recreational facilities are. You'll see the playful, intriguing 2005 mosaic Boats Afloat by Liana Yatter, a second-generation Broward College professor. The Willis Holcomb Center downtown has several pieces by well-known Mexican artist and sculptor Leonardo Nierman, as well as a bas-relief sculpture by Richard Hept and a freestanding sculpture by California artist Dennis Opperman. If you haven't seen those, please come downtown and find those. But South Campus really stands alone and has an especially poignant collection of work by Radford University art professor Dorothy Gillespie, including Symphony in Color, a 32-panel work completed in 1998 that Mrs. Gillespie personally oversaw the installation of. It was dedicated in October of 1998 and joined several other of her works entitled Royal Crest, Colored Clouds and Ribbon Currents, and Celestial Arrangement, which are still on display around the campus, and I know all of you see as you go around to your classes. Mrs. Gillespie held a special affinity for this campus, and the campus provost at the time, as well as our art faculty here and students, and after retirement spent some of her free time in Florida with our faculty and students. Sadly, she died a few years ago at 92 years of age, but her legacy continues here on this campus with the wonderful art that she left us. But today, we come here to celebrate and make this campus's already rich artistic legacy even richer with the unveiling of Ruben's wonderful mural, Neo-Natives, here on the south wall of Building 72. And let's give him a round of applause for this wonderful work that he has brought to us. And again, I think it is even more poignant that Ruben, you were willing to engage our students, both as I understand it from a couple of art classes with our outstanding art faculty that we have here. Congratulations to you, especially. Let's give those art faculty members a round of applause for their great work here. And engage the students in those classes, but other students as well who wanted to participate in this wonderful work. And I know that you're all headed down to Art Basel, so I'm going to stop there so that we don't run over and you have plenty of time to go down and enjoy even more work. Thank you all for this great work and your support of the arts. I look forward to continuing to support the arts at Broward College. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Armstrong. Before I introduce Ruben to talk about the significance, the symbolism, and what the mural actually means, I would be remiss if I did not again thank Lupe Figueras. She is the coordinator of the Office of Cultural Affairs and Student Engagement. The college has invested in an actual office to cultivate interest and engagement in the arts on South Campus, and she came to us this past July and has accomplished so much already. So I just want to highlight her presence and influence here. And again, I would be remiss if I did not thank again Professor Nikolaos Yulis, who is our art department chair, for everything. Nico puts up with a lot of my stuff, let's just say, and he always gets the job done, from our art gallery exhibits, which there's one in there now, to things like the mural. So Nico, thank you. It's with great pleasure and honor that I just want to introduce Ruben, and thank you, President Armstrong, for alluding to perhaps what we can do for Ruben by way of maybe an artist in residence or an adjunct professor of art for South Campus here that can come occasionally and engage students in works like this. So Ruben, if you wouldn't mind just talking briefly, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for being here. This is actually very overwhelming. I didn't expect this kind of response. I expected 10 guys drinking coffee, eating. But this is amazing. First off, I want to thank the faculty, Henry, Mr. David Armstrong, thank you for coming. Everybody, the staff, but especially the students. I would really like to give them a hand of applause myself, because without you guys, this is, I see faces, now I'm beginning to recognize faces. A lot of you guys were staying here. Impossible for me to remember the names because I'm not like Nico, who's a professional. I also want to thank Nico. I want to thank Lupe. Without their support, this wouldn't have happened. I really love the way that they helped me to communicate with the students, and I learned, I believe, more than what you guys learned in the process. When I was young, I always feared to be an artist, and my parents were the ones that were always pushing me to be an artist, which is the complete different story that you always hear. My father was an attorney, my mother a businesswoman, and everything. They would tell me, you're gonna be an artist, and I'm the one that didn't want to cut my ear off or die of a venereal disease. That was my vision of being an artist. Okay, 100 years after I'm dead, somebody's gonna make money with my paintings. But as it happens, you know, when you find what you like to do, it doesn't feel like work. I know it sounds like a cliche, but every day that I work here, it was just pure joy. We tried, even for the last 24 hours, working with the weather and trying to finish the mural all the way to its last detail. So there's some of the part that's coming that is gonna require some of the students that helped me, which are gonna be portrayed on the wall, and I know that the staff is gonna help to work that out. So just so you guys know. But as far as what this is concerned, and one of the reasons why I got into art is because I wanted to inspire people. I remember that when I was young, I was inspired by the first murals that I saw in the United States. I had been painting and illustrating for a long time, but it wasn't until I was here that I saw both the graffiti and the incredible mosaics and murals that were in New York City that I was just completely taken. And I decided that one day, you know, something like that was gonna be my path. But this, thanks to the Broward College, this is being a symbiotic relationship that I think that has a lot of legs for the future. I love the way the students interacted in this particular process, and I told the ones that participated in the process that there are 3 stages in a mural. The fun stage at the beginning, when you sketch everything out without thinking how it's gonna get done. Then comes the production, which is a very key part, and this 100+ feet or whatever it is, we never really counted it. We just charged at it like ants, and slowly but surely started getting covered with paint, thanks to the hard work of the guys. In this particular mural, I wanted to tell you everything that I do is concept before execution, and the reason, even the name neo-natives, I believe we're all, as you guys know, we're all immigrants in this country, and there was a particular race that exists here, and but our differences is what makes us American. The many different faces, the many different races, the many different ways of thinking and approaching a problem is what makes us such a strong power. We're united, the United States of America. And in this mural, I wanted to showcase all of that in a very conceptual way. The reason why the Statue of Liberty is sideways is not because it fell off, it's simply because of the mural. The mural is horizontal, so what are we gonna do with the statue very small, standing in the corner? No, might as well make it a little bit more interesting. I think, and don't quote me on this, but an artist, the artist's job is to enhance the mystery. The designer's job is to communicate the idea right away. So in this particular mural, we try to enhance the mystery, but while telling a story and keeping it a little ambiguous, so you can make your own conclusion about what the message that we see here is. But it's definitely a group of students, 12 to be exact, with different colors that are nothing like the colors that you see here, but they're gonna be different colors, different races that are together on a journey in a boat made out of books under the wing of the Broward College Seahawk and the protection of it from the storms, from the many things that are happening, and the many things that are ahead, that are wait for you. So that part of the mural is a little bit of negative space because the future, none of us can tell, but it's there and it's really up to you guys to make it. I want to take the opportunity to remind you that this is very important. Murals showcase right away the soul of a city. If you go into a city and you're just driving through it and you start seeing murals, the murals will tell you what this city is like. You go to Belfast and you see murals that tell a story of war and pain. You go to Wynwood, you see a very different kind of story. You go to Philadelphia, you see a very different kind of story. And right away, this allows you to see what kind of soul this place has. Well, as you can see, the college, Broward College, has dedicated a lot of time in embellishing the beautiful, already beautiful campus that we have here. And it just showcases the diversity and the soul of this school. Not too many schools in the United States now, overall, arts have been pushed to the back. So the fact that such kind of programs still exist and allow you to work and from sketch and conception to finish into something like this that is a reality. It's something that not everybody gets. So I would like you to take advantage and try to push it as far as you can, because I had already 2 careers, and until I found art in my life and what I do, I have never worked again, and have never been busier. So it's a pretty interesting combination, and I hope that is something that all of you can find, to find what you love to do. With that, once again, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you, the staff. Thank you, the students especially, and thank you everyone that came here this morning. Have a good day.
If I could just invite all of the students going to Basel, as well as those who participated in the actual making of the mural, just to come up for a quick photo, and then we'll be on our way with the food and the Basel trip with the president. So if you could just come up to the front, we'll take a quick picture with Ruben and President Armstrong. That would be excellent.